Hey everybody, and welcome in. Welcome to this episode about sober curiosity and how moods play into getting sober, staying sober, and just thoughts of wanting to get sober. When I quit drinking, I was in the midst of a lot of issues. My mood swings were in full effect. It was the beginning of the pandemic, and we were all at home 24/7. Most of us anyway, at least I was. And it was just not knowing what was going to happen and what was going on in this world, and trying to stay healthy and trying to stay present. And I was just in the midst of all these moods. And typically for the first few years, as I started thinking about quitting drinking, I'd get in those moods where it was like, I can do anything. I can handle anything. I can just do what I always wanted to do. And in order to get that, I kind of knew that I had to quit drinking. And so guilt and anger and shame and trauma and all those things that lead to mood swings, those are all the things that can and will keep you drinking. And I realized once I started to take hold of the fact that my mood swings weren't improving, even though I was going to therapy and I was on medication. Those things were helping, but as time went on, I needed to increase the dosage of those things, and the medication and the therapy and that kind of thing. And my moods really never got better. They might be okay for a week, they might be okay for a few days, but typically they wouldn't last more than like a week, where I would say, I was feeling good, I'm feeling great, and I'm not having these lash outs that I had. I used to get really upset with my wife when she would tell me that I was trying to explain myself always to her, saying, didn't you notice me getting better? And she'd say, well, not really, and I just would be like, I'm doing all this stuff and you don't even notice, so what's the point, right? I mean, I was going to these therapy sessions and doing all this stuff, and to have someone that you're working through these things with tell you that they don't really notice a difference, it's like, man, I mean, I thought I was doing pretty good there for a week, but now I'm angry because you don't acknowledge it. And I don't think she was doing it intentionally. I think she really noticed that, I was still on edge, and I was still irritable, and those kinds of things. And it was like, I wasn't able to quit drinking because I was just like, forget it. I'm not getting any better. And I feel like I am, but I needed that justification from my wife to feel better, to notice that I needed some encouragement. I didn't have any groups of people or close friends that I was with on a daily basis to give me those words of encouragement. And really, that's what I need to get through these moments a lot of times. And so when I quit drinking, and if you're sober curious, or you're in sobriety and you're falling back into drinking patterns, or you're just like new to sobriety and questioning if this is something that's going to work for you, I would just encourage you to notice like the moods that you're in. I'm at a point now where I know where I am. I'm confident in who I am, how I respond to others. I know that I'm a human being. I still have moods, and sometimes they're not good moods. But I know what to do when those bad moods approach, and I can see them kind of coming. And it's usually I'm hungry, I'm angry, I'm lonely, or I'm tired, and it's halt. Not so much like the lonely part, because I do have so many people that I can go to now when I'm struggling, and I don't really struggle that often, to tell you the truth. I mean, I do, but every now and then, but for the most part, it's just I'm in a good place, and I don't need the words of affirmations from my wife or anybody else to tell me that I'm doing well. I know when I'm doing well. I know when I'm struggling. I know when I need to talk about something. I know those things. So if you're new to sobriety, you're wondering if being sober is going to benefit you, or if you don't know that you can do it, and you're scared to give that crutch up, the alcohol being the crutch that helps a lot of us get through our life. I mean, I drank for 27 years, so I know what it feels like to lean on alcohol to cope and to get through the moods and get through life. But I find that the longer I go, especially like that first 10 days, and I got over that hurdle with no alcohol, and I got into like my second week and third week, and to my 30 days, and I kind of like, that was my goal, to get to 30 days. I kind of noticed that, I'm in better spirits. My moods are starting to kind of level out, and I've got a more even temperament. It's not so up and down as it is with drinking. And it took a good 6 months to get to that point where I was like, what do you think? To my therapist, do you think I can go off the Zoloft? And he says, I think you're ready. Yeah, I think you're good. We'll just lower the dosage to half, and then another half, and then after like a week, just lower it like one half, and another week lower it down to the next half, and then be done. So kind of like wean off of it. And I did feel kind of maybe like a little kickback of the moods after I started to go off of it. I didn't have like any side effects, but I did kind of notice that I needed to talk out some more things. So I wasn't completely like done with therapy at that time just yet, but it didn't take too much longer where I felt like, I'm in a good place now. So like I said in earlier videos, my intention wasn't to quit drinking. My intention was to try to be a controlled drinker and not have it dictate my everyday life. Just be able to go to a party and have a drink or two drinks and be done, or just be sitting and watching a game with a friend and having a couple drinks and being done. That was my intention. But I realized as time went on that wasn't going to be me. And that's okay, but my first goal was just to get to 30 days. My second goal was to get to 60, and then 90, and then I did those, and I felt more empowered every time I got to one of those milestones. And it was like 6 months where I could honestly say to myself, my moods are better, my temperament is better, and I'm on my way. And that's kept me solidified in being alcohol free. So wherever you are in your journey, just take solace in the fact that you're here, you're doing something about it, And I hope to see you coming up. So have a great day, everybody.